Hi, folks. Just thought I would take a few minutes and share something that I learned from Rachel Woods, who's one of our fabulous coaches here at Action Coach, who showed me this slide a couple years ago, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since. And I thought these days, more than ever, this has become really relevant. And it's called The Emotional Journey of Creating Anything Great. And I suppose in this instance, we might be talking about building a business or creating a business for you. And building a business or running a business is an emotional journey. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and for many of us, there's some downs at the moment. And I'm going to just take you through this journey in a minute. But what's really kind of hit home with me is this statement at the bottom of the slide, which says, the emotional journey is inevitable and perhaps even necessary. And I really took that to heart because it made me feel a little bit better, because my emotional journey for creating my business over the past 10 years was and still is really an emotional journey. And I think it's kind of comforting to know that that's just part of it. And when you look at really successful entrepreneurs and billionaires and very successful people who own very successful businesses, we need to know that they went through very similar journeys to us, maybe even more difficult journeys than us. And the way the emotional journey looks, I'm just going to zoom in. It starts off with this great idea that we had to start a business or buy a business, create something. We thought we had this great idea, it's unique in the marketplace and everybody's going to want to buy it. And hey, we're going to get to be our own boss. Nobody's going to tell me what to do anymore. I'm shedding the shackles of the corporate world, and we're going to go into business for ourselves and build a great team and build a great business. This is going to be fun. And very quickly into our business life, I'm sure most of you can relate to this. We suddenly realize it's actually going to be a little bit tougher than we thought. We're doing a lot of marketing, lots of advertising. People aren't buying at the rate we thought they would, or maybe people are buying, but we're having challenges delivering, or maybe we're hiring people and the people we hired aren't turning out to be as high performing as we thought they were going to be when we interviewed them. And we say, this is actually a little bit harder than we thought. And, this is going to be a lot of work. And actually, we're starting to run out of money now, or we're working too many hours and it's just not going the way we thought. And, we suddenly start to doubt ourselves and we say, wow, this is actually, I have no idea what I'm doing. This really sucks. And we're heading towards this kind of gray area here down in the bottom right, which we call the dark swamp of despair, where we think, do you know what? I'm in over my head here. I don't think I can get out of this, or how am I going to get out of this? And we can really get stuck in this when we start to feel regret. And what happens is, if we persist, so persistence is really important, resilience is really important. All successful people have gone through difficult times. What separates highly successful people from everybody else is their ability to brush themselves off and get on with it quickly. Really hit that reset button and learn from our mistakes and just keep moving forward rather than allowing themselves to wallow in the swamp. So we need to rely on people. We need to rely on our coach. We need to rely on family. We need to not take things too seriously. We need to learn from everything. And if we can pull ourselves out of this swamp of despair, we come out of it and we start to head up this path here and we say, do you know what, actually, this is still really hard, but at least I'm out of that swamp of despair. Let's call it a day, right? Let's quit. Let's just go back to running a really small business, or let's just go back to working for somebody else. And if we can get past that mindset and past that mentality, we can actually start to achieve great things in our business. We go, wow, this is fantastic. This is one of the things I'm most proud of. The next time we head towards that swamp of despair, let me just go back again. You'll see there's this bridge here. Maybe we can learn how to bridge a gap over that swamp, because we're always going to have those downtimes. This is always going to be an emotional journey, but maybe we can avoid that swamp of despair. Or if we do hit that swamp, we'll know next time that we can get out of it. We'll know that we can overcome any hurdles that get thrown our way. And if we can do that, we can move on to great things. So just to share this what I find to be a very compelling picture of what my business journey was and still is like, and probably yours. For many of you right now, we're in that swamp of despair. So what I want you to do is I want you to remember that you can pull yourself out of the swamp. You've probably been in swamps before, maybe not as bad as this, maybe worse, I don't know. But get some help, get somebody to pull you out of the swamp, a family member, a friend, a colleague, a coach, somebody to help you get out of this so we can get on to great things. They're going to start lifting the restrictions soon, and it's time for us to start moving forward to the next level. Hope this was useful. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.